ISUPK.
Now you say the Most High gave His word to everybody, right?
That bondage you living out right now. That bondage is why you at the bus stop right now.
You understand? The scripture says, any man speak, let him speak of the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing. Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man. That's right.
Shalom to all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. ISUPK Detroit will be hosting our felony expungement event every Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We will be helping people fill out the paperwork to get the process started to get your felonies expunged. How do you feel right now?
I feel great. This is a beautiful program. It was quick. They was very helpful and informative about the rights of the prisoners, trying to help them get out with a good time. This is a very good program. I thank you brothers is doing a good job. They need more positive outlooks like this.
Make sure you follow ISUPK Detroit at Detroit Israelites on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe, like, and comment. If you want to make an appointment, you can dial 810-392-3261 or you can dial 586-382-0569. In addition to that, we'll be doing other programs in the future such as health programs, food drives, and etc. Stay tuned by following us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at Detroit Israelite.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, I'm this and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel.
The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I didn't. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, Tryna pick up with a blind fail. They said there'll be many mansions, I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair, they hunt you like Van Pelt. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. Try to deal death to a priest, you won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand, just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the life you think, little nigga, I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In puff smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, it's all I do. Either fold or salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. And I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. Know what it is, man. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the life you think, little nigga, I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it coast. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bust shit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. It's nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, Kimo Sabe got this bitch off the hand. Got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it coast. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my nose.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stand something authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it costs shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit.
Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel. It's Officer Katab with the ISUPK under Commander Junior Hamid. And I'll be holding the La-Sha-Wan class down for the mighty officer, priest and officer Rashad. Today, of course, we're definitely going to go over and always go over the alphabet. We want that to be ingrained in our head. We want it to be fluid, just like we know the alphabet, the American or English alphabet back and forth. We want to know our own alphabet the same way, with the same fluidity, with the same efficiency. So every time, every day, if you get a chance, just go over the alphabet. Say it out loud, write it, and then read it. Definitely read it. So we're going to start in the beginning. And if you know what letter is going to be before, you don't have to look. Most High in Christ. If you have a sheet in front of you, definitely reference the sheet. We'll be going it over step by step. All right, let's get into it. The first letter of the alphabet is an I, and it's drawn like this. And remember, when you're reading and writing Hebrew, you go from left to right, not right to left, as in the Western society. The second letter is going to be the Ba. 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 The third letter is the Ga. Shalom, Lord Christ. The third letter is the Ga. The fourth letter is the Da. Da. So instead of erasing it after each one, we try to four at the same time. If you need more space or if you can't see it, just let me know. Type it in the chat. If it's all centered, let me know. And then we have the Ha. The Wa. I'm actually doing that wrong. So like, you have to be going this way. Y'all got to catch me on that. Help your brother out sometimes. Show that brotherhood. Ha. Wa. Za. And next week, what we're going to do, we're going to get into how these words came about. Just briefly, like the I in the first letter, that was like the kanji of the character came from the head of a cattle. And the enunciation that started as in that word the same way. And they do that through pretty much all of the alphabet, as in the ga, and that came from the hump of a camel. And I'll draw it out. The Y came from the official and the shape of that. So we'll go over those next week and get more in depth of the origin of where these came from. And remember, this is all important. This is our culture. This is a part of our culture. And actually, let me pull Zephaniah for you guys. And we can really get into and see how important this really is. Because the scripture says in Zephaniah 3:9, for then I will I return to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. And that pure language is the La-Sha-Wan. That is the holy tongue. And as you see, this is what we're getting into today and every Friday. Get one more up here. Up. And the ka. Some people like to try to pronounce it as cha, but definitely correct it. It's ka. Ka. It has a little bit more air behind it, but definitely correct it. It's not cha. Like a lot of people in Clubhouse will call me Shatab. That's mainly Sister Adaya in the Torah room. She's a cool sister, but I keep letting her know it's cut. All right, so the next one is the ta. After that is the ya. After that is the ka. And the la. Very basic. I'm pretty sure you guys know these, but let's just get familiar pronunciating them the correct way, being able to recognize them in and out of order. Just as well as we know the regular alphabet, let's know our own alphabet, the holy tongue, just as well, or actually better. And then we have the ma and the na. Ma and na, and the sa and the I. Sa, and then you have the I. Just in case. We don't want any confusion. And every now and then I'm gonna walk back over to the screen. My eyes isn't as good as it used to be in my old age. So I guess it's a joke, but I don't see as good as I used to. So I'm gonna be checking the chat to see if you guys had any questions. And if not, we're just gonna keep going. We have the pa next, the taza, the kwa, and the ra. And how you physically draw it out is kind of up to you, what you're comfortable with. So it's not no set way of, oh, you got to start from this side and go this way or anything like that. It's as long as you have it accurate. See, that kind of look like a 9. And then we have the last two. Which is the Sha and the Tha. Sha and the Tha. And excuse my handwriting. I don't have the best penmanship. So now that we went through our little refresher course and just the basic alphabet, we're going to jump into the nations. The last time I was teaching a class, I don't think we got all of them, but we're just going to go back over the 18 nations in the Bible. And then after that, we'll go over the days of the week and then the months of the year. And then every class, we're going to try to get deeper and deeper into it. So the class after that, we might do some of the 10 Commandments, go over vocabulary, start doing the tenses. And these are all things that I'm pretty sure you've been getting familiar with, but we want to keep hammering it home. Keep hammering home. So the first nation up is India, Elam. We got India, Elam. And just the congregation of them and how you pronunciate them, I'm going to put the little marks underneath. But sometimes when it's written down, you might not see it written as such. So it might not have the accents on them to let you know it's pronounced singular versus plural. And after you get used to reading them and going over them, it's going to be just second nature. You're not even going to need to know that, oh, these two words are connected, or these two characters or letters are connected. I'm going to have to end up switching the pen or make sure I keep it pointed down and close it after every use. But so it's pronounced Yelam. So you have, and I'm gonna write it how you pronounce it going that way, but it's written in Hebrew that way. So you have the I, Ya, and the Lam. Yelam. And that's India, Salakia. Or Elam. So it's India today. It was Elam in the Bible, and it's pronounced Yelam in the La-Sha-Wan Kodash, and it's written as such. So that was nation number 1. And then we have Assyria. I'm gonna probably do it a little better, a little bit more succinct. So we have Assyria. And, I don't want to stop in the middle because that looks kind of bad. But we got to remember also that as we're pronouncing and we going over them, you're going to have people that might pronounce it a different way, or they might just sound different. That's no big issue. It's going to come as you get more fluent at it. in the beginning, it kind of might sound a little choppy, a little broken up because you're just getting used to it. But as you get fluent in it, it'll just come out. The words will be pronounced a little bit better, a little bit more fluently. So we just want to make sure we just keep going over them until we're at that point. So in the Bible, the biblical name of Assyria is Ashur. And if you read Psalms 83, it goes over these as well. And it's written in the Hebrew as, I'll make that kind of big. Well, I'll give you how you pronounce it, and then we'll write it in Hebrew, so it'll be all at the top. Pronounced La-Sha-Wan. La-Sha-Wan. So it's Assyria today. Ashur is the biblical name. It's pronounced La-Sha-Wan, and it's written in the La-Sha-Wan Kodash as such. Sha. And remember how it's set up here with the spaces. You're not always going to get that. You're not always going to be told that it's pronounced individually with the little indicating markers at the bottom. But it's something that you're going to pick up as you go. It's not going to be that deep. I got to get better at that. So that's how it's written in Hebrew. La-Sha-Wan. The next one is Syria, Aram. Yeesh. Your it's by itself, and Ram, connected, Aram. After that, we have the Arabs, which is Ishmael. It's kind of pronounced. I'm not going to be able to fit it there, so I'm going to write it under. But, Yashami Allah, and it's in the Hebrew written as such. Ya, Sha, and remember, I keep them down there for this time. But again, you're not always going to have the indicated markers of how to pronounce them at the bottom. So the my, that's connected. The I and the la are separate. And it's actually kind of similar to Yasharala, but not. So don't get confused. Don't get confused. Continuing on, next we have Chinese, which is Moab. So the Chinese is the name today. Moab is the biblical name. It's pronounced Mawa'aba, 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 and is written in the Hebrew as such. I gotta get better pens to lock in. What? All separate. Mawa'aba. 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 So I'm getting kind of sloppy with those indicators underneath, so we'll probably stop writing them, but I'll still let you know it's there. So the Japanese is up next, which is Ammon. And it's pronounced in the Hebrew, I-Ma-Wan. I-Ma-Wan. Oh, that's terrible. And it's written out in the Hebrew as such, I-Ma, and of course the wan is connected. Wan. I-Ma-Wan. I-Ma-Wan. I'm gonna have to get a running start on these pens. Or I just gotta move a little bit faster, right? Maybe that'd help out. So then we have the oppressor himself, so-called Caucasians, by their own admission. The biblical name is Esau. So you got get out of here. Whites, which is, that's terrible. Get out of here. All right, Israel, bear with me 1 second. Get a better pen. gonna have to make these do what it do for a minute. Just bear with me for a minute. As we progress, maybe I think of something a little bit better. But this. All right, so who do we have? We had Esau. Get out of here. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. One more second, Israel. 1 second. One second, Israel. Trying to do some Hebrew ingenuity. Try something to see if it works. It works. All right. Most High in Christ for the kids. We'll make it do what it do. All right, so we definitely wasn't gonna leave the oppressor out. So let's get Esau up here. Now, if this doesn't work out too well, all right, I'll take the check-in. That's Edom, which is Esau. And remind you, remember, sometimes in the Bible, you will see multiple different names, which might be a derivative for a certain one. So you have Edom, Esau, Idumea, all pretty much those people are present. And that is Adawam, Adawam, Adawam. I mean, Yam, so what? Oh, Wan, correct. And it's written out in the Hebrew as such. I, da, and remember, I'm not going to put the wan, but you know that's connected. That's two different characters right there. The wa and the na. The wa and the na. And I might make it closer so it'll be like a give, tell, tell, you know. So, fuck it, that's a wan. Adawan. Adawan. Not Adawan, as we would say. Alright, now here's the test. See if this works, or I'm going to be in trouble. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be in that much trouble. I'm going to go through a lot of paper towels, water, alcohol. All right, sometimes you gotta improvise. I'm using what we gave the kids to play with and do face painting with, and it works out. No sign price for the kids and their toys. All praise. All right, let's see what we got next. We got Israel. We all should know this one. Maybe I should draw it so big. Left it a mess. Clean up. And this one is really the same. Biblical name then and biblical name today is Israel, so I'm not going to rewrite it. But it's pronounced Ya-Shar-A-La. Ya-Shar-A-La. And you can almost tell already which ones are connected and which ones isn't. So you have the Ya first, the Shar, the A, and the La. Ya-Shar-A. Ya-Shar-A. All right, we're on to the next. Yeah, I don't know. No excuses though, right? All right, so alcohol definitely works a little better than just plain water. Now we have the Ethiopians. Push. Ethiopians. So I'm gonna probably put three up here. So my time erasing won't be after another one after another. E. Oh, sorry. It's kind of like a 3-year-old wrote it. Fine. Bear with me. Push. It's pronounced ka, wash, and it's written as such. You have the ka, and you have the wash. You know which ones are connected. Ka by itself, the wash is connected. Next, we have the Egyptians. It's right, or Egypt today. it's pronounced Ma Tazar Young. And then sometimes, as you notice, when people say Captain Tazar Yacht's name, they kind of throw in that re. And I hear that a lot in the pronunciation of Egypt, where they say Matazarium. Matazar when it's actually Matazar Young. Matazar Young. Or Tazar Yak. Not Tazari Yak. You dig? And it's written as such. Ma Tazar Young. Ma Tazar Young. So maybe I'll just do two at a time. I don't think I can squeeze it up there. Let's see how the cleaning goes. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble. I feel like something's not right. Yeah. So we're gonna definitely do something different this next time. Right after class, I'm going directly to the store and I'm buying more markers. I promise. This will not happen again. Swahili Israel. All right, moving on. We have North Africa and South Africa. North Africa and South Africa. So I'll just put North, South. And again, remember, even though I'm writing it this way for how we're going to read it as we read the English characters, we always go left to right when you're reading and actually writing in the Hebrew, the Holy Tongue. So you got put, and it's pronounced what. And this is actually Canaan for South Africa, and it's pronounced Ka-na-ain. The Hebrew would be for North Africa, which I didn't leave enough space for, would be put or powat. And then South Africa, which is Canaan, which would be Ka-na-ain. North Africa, put, South Africa, Canaan. Here's your Hebrew and your Hebrew. Time to read up on paper towel already. And again, sorry for the lack of having a good marker. That means we've been putting pen to board, getting these lessons out. So we have the French, which is Gomer, the biblical name, and it's pronounced Gamar. Gamar. And you already know what it's looking like without me having to put the ending line of singular or plural. Gamar. Gamar. Gomer in the Bible, pronounced Gamar in the Hebrew. We have Russia next. Russia, which is Magog, pronounced Ma-Gawag, and is written as such. Ma-Ga. Wag. Ma-Ga-Wag. I think I can squeeze one more. It's going to be a red board, but you have the Greeks next. Which is Javan in the Bible, pronounced Yawan, and in the Hebrew, it is Yah-Wan. Yah-Wan. So French, Russia, Greece, or the Greeks. 3 more to go. And when I was getting into it, I was definitely checking out, I went back, checked out older classes, like the earliest videos I could find in the La-Sha-Wan classes. And repetition helped me as in pronunciating, even when you go over the Hebrew prayers. You just got to be mindful that sometimes, just like we learn a song and music, I would just put on somebody's Sabbath service class, hear how they would enunciate the words, rather. And then as time passed, you get a little bit more fluid. You're reading along with it. And now you can read it and pronounce it fluently and efficiently instead of a little bit more choppy as a person would do. It's just getting into the language. So we got German next. And then Spain and Italy. German, in the biblical name of German, is Ashkenaz. And I know that probably sounds familiar because you have the so-called people, the people Ashkenazi Jews today. Spain is Tarshish. And then Italy is Kittim. It's pronounced German Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz. Tarshish. Rosh. Yash. And then Italy is Young. No looks kind of bad over there in that corner, but bear with me. Please bear with me. So let's get it into Hebrew. German, Ash. You can tell those are connected. Ka is going to be singular. Nas is connected. Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz. For Spain, you have Fa, Rosh, Wash. You wash like you. So you see this is separate. Rosh is connected. Rashash. If it was not connected, you wash. If it was not connected, but they are. So Farash Yash. Farash Yash. Pretty simple. Last, you have Italy, which is Ka, Fa, Yum. Singular, plural, or together, rather. Ka, Fa, Rum. Go get some more paper towel. So I wanted to next go over the weekdays, but I might want to just do some vocabulary because it seemed like that might be easier to clean off with how I'm set up. That look like some of you guys paper in high school or school. Teacher used to just bloody it up. I had some bloody papers. I was just misunderstood, so good about it now. All right. Days of the week. We'll start with the first day of the week, Sunday. A lot of people try to argue the point, how do you know what's the first day of the week, blah, blah, blah. It's a silly argument. Really silly argument. You look across multiple cultures, the first day of the week falls on the same day. We keep the time based off of how our ancestors kept the time, so we're going to keep doing it that way. First day of the week, Sunday. I'm going to try to write it a little bit smaller, a little bit neater, so I don't have to clean up as much. Sunday, and it's pronounced Yawam La-Sha-Wan. Yawam La-Sha-Wan. And then looking at it from here, knowing your alphabet, all you're doing is just translating it at that point. And it's really, you have the Ya, remember, left to right. Ya, Wam, Ra, Ash, Wan. Better point on that. Yawam La-Sha-Wan. That's Sunday. Monday would be Yawam Shanya. Yawam Shunya. Ya Wam Shun Ya. Yawam Shun Ya. It's like it. Yeah, I'm gonna start turning them a little bit more. Should be doing a better job with that, making it easier, but they should kind of slant it more. This is time for more paper towel already. Next up, we have Tuesday and Wednesday. Make sure this alcohol dries on the board. So to skip it a little bit. Tuesday, which is Yawam Shalash. Yawam Shalash, which in the Hebrew is Yawam Shalash. Yawam Shalash. It's Tuesday. Let's get Wednesday. Yawam Arabi. Yawam Arabi. Yawam Arabi. Yawam Arabi. Yawam Arabi. And if you just need to see it one time for the one time, grab some more paper towel. Check the screen, make sure it's legible. Yeah, you guys can see that. Y'all good. And we're going to get into the last three. Which is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's not really dry yet. Thursday, Friday, is Saturday. I might need a different color. Thursday in the Hebrew is pronounced Yawam Kamash. I don't know how blue is going to clean up. And it might not have been a good idea to mix blue with the red, but Yawam Kamash, not cha, but ka, ha. But in the Hebrew, you have your ya, wam. Correct that instead of trying to go over it. Oh, we're good with blue. Ka, mash. Yawam, kamash. Friday is Yawam Shasha. I keep wanting to write. Wam Sha Sha, which is Yawam Sha Sha. Yawam Shasha. And Saturday is the Shabbat. Sha Ba, which will be simply Sha Ba. It's not an X either. Make it a little longer. And there you have all your days of the week. We might not be able to get to all I wanted to cover today just because of the length of time it's taking to clean off. That might not be good to clean the board. Bear with me. I'll try to get it in. Yeah, we good. We good. Start to make her. So the months of the year, that was the next one I wanted to get into. And honestly, dealing with this board, I'm a little hesitant, to be honest. I want to do something actually a little bit shorter that might not be as messy. Give me a second. You know, we'll just go with it. If we don't get too long, we'll just finish up next week. So in our culture, we don't have a January, we don't have a February, we don't have a March, and so on. We don't. We have simply month 1, month 2, month, and so on. So the beginnings of these were going to be very similar for month 1, actually going all the way down. It will be the endings will be different. So what I'll probably do, well, no, you'll just see it. Oh no, it'll be good. I don't have to clean as much. So yeah, this was actually a pretty good exercise. So month 1. Month 1. And in the Hebrew, just so you know, that's a 1. It's pronounced Kadash, Ra'ash, Wan. Kadash, Ra'ash, Wan. And then written out in the Hebrew characters, you have Kadash, that looks silly. Looks silly. So you have your Kadash. Now, the Kadash is going to stay the same for all of them, all the months. Month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 12. The endings, like I said, will be different. That will be cool because the only thing I have to clean up now is this, whatever I write moving forward. So Kadash, you have your Ra, Ash, Wan. So that's month 1. And remember, somehow, yeah, I shouldn't have shut the door. Concert. I'm doing the La-Sha-Wan Kodash class right now though. That's what I want. Shalom with Christ. All right. Month 1 with So what I was saying was this is going to stay the same. The Kadash is going to be the same from month 1 all the way down. What we're going to change is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Kadash is going to stay the same, leaving me not to clean up as much. Most High in Christ. Month 2. So you have Shanya, and that will be pronounced or written in the characters Shun Ya. Now I feel better about the class. Right? Let's go on to month 2. Month 3 is Kadash Shalash Shalash. And it's written out as such. That's not dry yet, but you guys still see it. Lash. Connected, separate. Month 4. Month 4 is Arabi. Kadash Rabi. Where did we just go over that at? Kadash Rabi, written out as Kadash. Why does that look so familiar? I feel like I just did it. Did I just do the same one twice? Kadash Arabi. If I did, okay, we need to go over it one more time. Kadash Arabi. Oh, never mind. I see where that came from Wednesday. So the ending of Wednesday is the same as the ending of month 4. Ask man greater to be what's the connection to that. Month 5 is Kadash Kamash, which is the same as Thursday, without the Yawam in front of it. Kadash Kamash. So you have the Kadash and you have the Kamash. And remember, I'm gonna write it out for the rest of these just because we're going over, but in the future, I won't have those. Kadash Kamash for month 5. This will be your May. What would it be May? When you have to start. Would it be May? That's a good question. Month 6 is La-Sha-Wan, which is Friday at 12. Oh, actually, the first, okay. So I'm just noticing that the days of the week is the Yuan stays the same on all of them, but Sunday through Saturday is the same with the months up from 1 to verse 6. So the endings are exactly the same. So we're on month 6. Shasha, which is simply Shasha. Month 7 wouldn't be the same because of Saturday with Shabbat. It'd be Shabbai. 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 7. Shabbai. Maybe month 7. So I'm still clear. There's no questions in the chat. Probably in the class after we get through the months. But just remember, and as I was finding out today, there's going to be a lot of times there's going to be similarities to words or different markers that I let you identify the word or meaning or a pronunciation of it that's going to be similar with other words. And as you grow and learn and keep using it, you'll see them and your reading to get better and get more fluent as we go. So we're on month 8, which is Shemawana. Is this his name? Shemawana Kadash Shemawana. Is written out in the Hebrew would be the Shah or Kadash Shema wa nah. Why? Nah, not ah. So that would be the ha. There's your month 8. Kadash Shemawana is month 8. And then we have month 9, 10, 11, and 12, and we'll be wrapping it up. So Kadash Shemawana is month 8. Month 9 will be Kadash the Shai, which is simply the Shai. Kadash the Shai. The I, Shai, not she, not the she, but the Shai. Next one. So sorry for the last 2 for month 8, 9. I didn't actually write the number letter, but I said it. This was month 9. Month 10. Which is Aishara, Kadash, Aishara, which is Aishara, all separate. Kadash, Aishara. We got month 11 and 12, and we'll be wrapping it up. You know, I'm gonna put it up there. This was month 10, because I said I was gonna do it. That was month 10, Slovakia. Oh. All right, so month 11, we have Kadash, Akkad, Asherah, Akkad, I-Sha-Ra. That's supposed to be a D. Bear with me. That's month 11. And in the Hebrew, Akkad, I-Sha-Ra. Akkad, I-Sha-Ra. Akkad, I-Sha-Ra for month 11. And month 12, one second, month 12. Terrible. Month 12 is pronounced Kadash Shanyai Shara. Kadash Shanyai Shara. Shun Ya'ai Shara. So today's class we went over the alphabet. That went kind of smooth with the pigs. And then we got into the nations and completed up the nations. What the biblical name is for the nation, as well as the today's name for that nation. So you got the English or the current nation's name, and then you have the historical biblical name. And then we went over the days of the week as well as the months of the year. So these are things that are just going to slowly introduce you to getting familiar with the language you're using on a regular basis. If you frequent or talk to people who are studying at La-Sha-Wan Kodash, just throw it in your everyday talking. You know, as much as you can. I used to have a Spanish teacher that didn't allow us to just talk English. We had to say as much as we could in Spanish and then just fill in the rest in English. That's a good way to start, to just to get used to using it. So even if you know 2 months, but every time those 2 months come up, just say them in Hebrew and then you'll get used to it. So with that being said, Israel, the water for your time again, Salakia for the technical difficulties. Next week, Mashah will be back at teaching the class. I'll take the week after that, but we'll be a little bit better prepared with the pens coming into next week. All right, Israel, Shalom, Lord Christ.
We want no cowards in our camp,